Hello, QCG Aaron. Good to see you. I wonder if you've been watching any of the game announcement streams over the last week. There were quite a lot of them, so it's very understandable to have missed a lot of them. Well, I hope to show off some good stuff. One I have poked at a little bit. One I've seen on a presentation before, and then it showed up again. And then one more is another charming new thing. So I'm hoping for some winners. Currently, the screen is... All right, here we are. So this is the Bookwalker, Thief of Tales. And it's got a very cool art style here. I like that this person's head is a book. The text here is fun and edgy. Reminds me a little bit of Hyperlight Drifter. Does that use a similar font? Maybe the only Hyperlight Breaker does that. This seems like it could be the middle point between Jasper Ford's Thursday Next series, Tuesday Next, Thursday Next, I think it's Thursday, and Genrenauts, because this is about somebody who goes into books to steal things from those books because they will be useful to people who can get this character out of the bad situation that he's in. So I started a demo. I'm going to do new games that we can see stuff from the beginning, and I hope that with your input, I will be able to get past the thing where I got stuck when I played the demo earlier. I do know that this game is coming very soon. It is out on June 22nd, which is... that's next Thursday. So if we can make this work and dig it, we could be playing this next Friday, and that's very exciting. Existing save data will be overridden. That is fine. I hope everybody is having a good day, whether that needs to be adjusted for any various factors. Alright, so this is our protagonist type person. I believe that all the text in this is like gobbledygook or Simlish. Are you expecting anyone, honey? No, mother. Could it be the mailman? This early? Go see who it is. There's a man here, mother. Is the door locked? I don't... It's our neighbor. Henry? No, mother, the writer, remember? Don't open the door. He has no business coming around here. But what if he needs help? Is he injured or something? I don't think so. He just looks a little, roughed up. He can take care of himself. You can't be too careful around these parts, even when it comes to the neighbors. Fine. Alright. Not the friendliest neighbors. Kitchen. We can't go into the kitchen. The kitchen is still a work in progress. It's been months. Sounds like old man Henry is in the shower right now. So that's the neighbor that was mentioned. Here is an eviction notice. First confiscation of property, now eviction. Eviction notice states surveillance, epidemiology, and results CEER, or SEER, highlight the age-related survival disparity. Rates of 5-year survival from time of diagnosis decline from 39% to 8.5% for so on and so forth. Evicted. Mr. Etienne Quist, this is a reminder that you may begin working off your sentence at any time by registering with any licensed publishing agency. In the event you work off the full sentence, you will be released from the preventative measure in the form of shackles that impose writer's block upon you. Any other attempts to remove the shackles, other than those provided for by law, will be considered a violation of your sentence and will entail consequences. Your sentence will be re-examined with aggravating circumstances. City Writers Police Department. So this character did something, and the sentence was magical writer's block. So you might imagine that this was instantly amusing / of interest to me. So that is this. Now I can go inside. I believe that most of this game is not in this first-person mode, based on my previous experience. Hello? Silence. Is this Etienne? Who's this? You are... Vince asked me to get in touch with you. It's about your arrest. We usually offer a small loan to riders who've had their licenses revoked, with interest. Once you get back on your feet, you can... That's not why I was trying to find you. I wanted to know... I've heard you can break rider shackles. Is that true? Silence. Breaking rider shackles is one of the most highly punishable crimes under rider's law. Let's say we can break them. However, the price for the service varies on how complex the shackles are. Sound of flipping through pages. Are yours the standard 2-year kind? No, my shackles are on for 30 years. Noise through the phone. Damn it, I spilled them. Hey, get this out of here. My God, 30 years? I think we can figure something out, but the price will be, let's say, 6 jobs. I was told 1, but Vince said it would be a one-time thing. Vince should have warned me that he was sending me a particularly dangerous criminal. Have you done this kind of work before? No? Do you know what to do? Yes. Good. Your first job is waiting at the door. Hangs up. Yep. Let's just get this before anyone can see it. Thank you.
It's easier to get a new one.
Can I get the door here? I can't get the door. Okay. Need to put this on my desk, which is right here. It's got that B insignia. All right.
Just easy.
What do we have here? I have to steal a potion of immortality? Well done. Hold on, I want to look at that again. A strange note. The contractor agrees to, quote, infiltrate the book A Drop of Infinity by Jonathan Bowers and extract an item, a bottle of the, quote, magical, unquote, potion of immortality. The commissioner agrees to pay the negotiated sum upon the fulfillment of the contract. No, I want to look at the... Okay. This is just a cooler version of the same thing. The author of the book? Question mark? Looks like this is where the stolen item goes. An excerpt from a book review. I like that the narration was from the point of view of the book's supposed villain, but the characters fighting against him just aren't interesting enough in comparison. I also enjoyed the ending, sappy as it was. We may reach a point in this where it's too real for the album, but we have to... So diving in. At this point, we will have jumped into the book. We're in a jail cell, and now our person has a book head. Oof! Crunch. Ow, damn it. Landing on solid stone floor makes your bad knee twist awkwardly. You could leave your knee like it is, or use ink to heal yourself. You reach down and touch your bad knee. You start visualizing the ink flowing into the injured joint and healing it. A sudden icy cold feeling seizes your wrists. Ow! Forgot about these shackles. You examine the metal bracelets around your wrists and the writing etched on their surface. Now I'm just as weak as a plain old character. You are unable to heal your knee. I can leave my knee like it is, or force your knee back into place. This is probably gonna have like a intimation of like gross injury thing, so be forewarned. Force your knee back into place. You take a deep breath and sharply wrench your knee to the side. Crunch. Ouch. Damn it. You bend your knee this way and that way a few times, testing it. The crunching sound has stopped. Anyways, let's get down to business. I need to find the potion of immortality and take it out of here. Okay, so now we're kind of in an adventure game. Mushrooms. There are 2 mushrooms. I have now taken them. Mushrooms. Contains 10. Ink. They don't look edible. There's absolutely no reason to risk it. Skeleton. Nothing but bones left. No potions. Name, Jason Little. Age, 28. Potion, P4. Causes unpredictable mutations. Results, unpredictable. Client, the Kingdom of Ruver. Unknown use. Production volume, 1 unit. Small barrel. We'll take the crowbar parts. Old barrel. I doubt the potion of immortality is just going to be lying around in an ordinary barrel. But leaf. There is a protruding stone. And a note. An old note. If you're lucky, they might test a potion of immortality on you. What is there to think about? Just say yes. Little glowing eyes. Okay, what's door to hallway? A lockpick sure would come in handy right about now. I'm pretty sure I had a lockpick, or something like one at least. I need to go back to reality and check my apartment. So, you can go back to the real world, and then bring something with you to do that. I guess. So, hold to return to real world. This is interesting. So, I'm going to look for something in my apartment that is like a lockpick. Knife or spoon. That's a bed. Here we go. Lockpick. Take all. Alright, that's probably the only thing that I have. Now we can go back into the book. I'm going to take the prisoner's helmet. Whoa, 2 heads. This is a really weird jail. Use a lockpick. You slowly test all the pins with the lock, in the lock with your lockpick until you finally hear a click. Alright, and now we can go to the hallway. I have now gotten farther than previously. Oh, it looks like somebody else tried to do this and did not make it. What the? He's dead. Your gaze travels up to the wound on the walker's temple. This looks like a bullet hole. The capsule around the dead man's neck starts vibrating, and you hear a soft voice coming from inside it. Nice one, Sherlock. Who are you? Sorry for interrupting you. You were saying something about my partner here? Go ahead, continue. He's your partner? We were on our first job, but it didn't end well. I'm sorry, who are you? A character? Yes, I think so, sir. But you know that you're a character. Of course. That's impossible. You try and use the light to illuminate the contents of the cage, but all you see inside is a scrap of paper. That's what all my past partners said, too. Past partners? How many have you had? I don't mean to brag, but apparently the walkers were very interested in my abilities. I fetched a considerable price, and quite frequently, too. And then I ended up with a partner who died. Right. Fortunately, I was then found by a new partner, and we started working as a team. Wait, are you calling me your new partner? That's correct. I'm sure we'll work together, well together, sir. You look at the walker's body again. Doubt him, or take your new partner. I am talking to whatever's in that cage, is what it appears to be. The good question of whether this on the wall is ink. The ink, I think, is like a slightly darker color, but that wouldn't be too surprising to have the blood of a bookwalker be ink. Take your new partner with you. I'll hang you around my neck for now, then figure out what to do with you later. Wonderful. I'm back in business. There's a key. And that's Roderick. You see a key lying on the metal grate surrounded by clouds of searing steam. I'm going to touch the key with one finger. Yep. The key burns your finger badly and you yank your hand back. The motion jostles the key. Ouch. The key falls down through the grate. A faint clink echoes from down below. Why did you do that? How was I supposed to know that it would be hot? You could have asked me. I already read this book cover to cover, several times. What do you mean you read it? You can see the text of your own book? This isn't my book. Okay, but wait, so this means you know everything about this place. I can find anything you need to know in the text, and I can also warn you of any traps or danger. You turn and look at the dead walker. If that danger is described in the book. Alright, so you know where to find the potion of immortality I'm looking for? Yes, it's in the alchemist's pocket. And where's the alchemist's? At the burned finger. In his laboratory to the south. Great, we can forget about the key. I'll go straight to the alchemist. No need to waste time. There's a giant in here. Damn, he's big. His name was Brian. Did you know him? No, but you can read about him on the sign in the hallway. Sure, next time I'm here. Wait. What am I supposed to do with this? Loot. If this is an adventure game, then I need to take all the loot. Oh, I can move it, see? There's an ordinary power cable running through the hole in the wall. Hold on, what's a power cable doing in an old-timey jail? That's the book's big twist. I didn't want to ruin it for you. Feel where it leads to. The cable extends far into the darkness. What's back there? You have no idea. What if I do that? And that. Okay, we don't have pliers, so we're gonna leave. And there's stuff in the small barrel. So this is telling me that I want to go everywhere that I can to get things. Like you might expect in an adventure game. More crowbar parts. A bed. The bed and mattress have been chewed straight through. Chain. This chain leads down somewhere. You could use something heavy as a counterweight to raise whatever's on the end. You could use the prisoner's helmet. There's a bottle and an apple. Then I guess I would have to find something else heavy to bring that first thing back. Look more carefully at the character's cage. You take the cage off your neck and start examining it again. What's wrong? Your cage reminds me of something. You turn it over and over in your hands until you happen to glance at your shackles, where they're sticking out of your rolled-up sleeves. That's it. Your cage is made from the same metal as my shackles. And what does that mean? I'm not sure, but I think that since this metal keeps my power contained, it's also keeping you from merging with the book. Merging? Yes, if a character goes into a book, they become part of it. I can get out, but it's difficult even for me. An ordinary character wouldn't be able to. They'd also be influenced by the plot and forget about any intentions of their own. So this is a convenient way to transport characters. Definitely convenient. Taking a character out of a book without a cage like that would be a serious crime. Like the crime that he already did. You glance instinctively at the bottom of the cage and notice a new inscription. Serial number 27 out of 200. Okay. I think that is all we can do in this room. We've already investigated here. There's a different light on in this room. That person is shackled to the ground, to the floor, You're standing in front of a cracked brick wall. Put your ear to the wall. Dead silence, but something tickles your ear. You hear the slightest hint of an air current moving through the crack. This is a sledgehammer job. We don't have a crowbar, but if we get to make a crowbar, we might be able to. They clearly didn't want him running off. Great. More crowbar parts and an apple. So I would need some kind of like workbench or something that would let me make the stuff I have into a crowbar. So there's a ladder down and the cell block exit. Okay, there's the key, but this might be hot again, and there's a workbench. You see a worn out old workbench. You can make tools here if you need to. Okay, so... Right, I want to do that. Rags, something healing. Pieces of rusty metal awaiting their transformation on a workbench. Okay, and I can't drag urn of ashes. Barrel. Crowbar parts. Plants. Okay. Do I have enough things to make tools? No. Okay. Boiler room. Crowbar parts and trash. Dried up plant. Rusty pipes. Hatch. This hatch leads down to the boiler room. Do you have anything you can use to pry it open, like a crowbar? I could try to open it with a lockpick. Where am I supposed to get a crowbar? They don't just leave crowbars lying around in places like this, you know. The last room had a decent-looking workbench in it. You might be able to cobble something together resembling a crowbar there. I'll give it a shot. Alright, maybe I had to get that dialogue first. I wonder if I'm supposed to put something together, because I could move that. Crowbar parts. Okay. Maybe that's all I needed. Craft something. Hooray! So, we have 0 of 1 tools needed. Tools, pieces of metal, and rags will make pliers. And you need ink, potentially. So I need tools, pieces of metal, okay. Nope. Alright, so I need tools. Let's see what is where. Rusty cage. There's the pieces of metal. And a barrel. Crowbar parts. Okay. And then we're going to go upstairs and see if we can find a tools. Or maybe there are tools in the boiler room. This is the cell block exit. Here's a pile of helmets. This is probably the ladder down to where we were. Watch out! Huh? Did you hear that? What are you talking about? Ah! What the? Okay. Choose one of the skills. Slash, drain, or stun. Stun all enemies, 1 damage to all, 30 ink. Drain 30 ink, 1 damage. 2 to 3 damage, 15 ink. Well, let's try to slash. You can see the enemy's next move above it. Enemies will act after your turn is over. They will hit. I have been hit. Okay, if I do another slash, this enemy should be dead. I took one hit. You were amazing! Thank you. Are you alright? Did that thing frighten you? No, I'm not. I've seen more of these spiders than I can even count. I don't quite understand. What's a giant spider doing in this book? What is a giant spider doing in this book? It's not in the text. It's an ink eater. They're found in books, but they're not part of the plot. The older the book, the more likely you are to run into them. Why do they look like spiders? Apparently just to scare. They can actually take on any form. Even human form? You shudder again, more intensely this time. Let's not think about that. I hope there aren't any more in this book. Okay, and that was this. Now we're going to go to the other side of the prison and see if we can maybe find some tools. Uh-oh. That's a living person. What the? I told you about the big twist in this book, right? Hold on, where's the alchemist? Is that him on the chair? No, the alchemist went upstairs while you were busy digging around. Fantastic. Gun case. Missing a gun. Well, there's a workbench. There's tools. Component blue sulfur. Workbench. Take all that loot. And now let's go back over this way. I like the reveal. It's pretty cool. Let's actually take this because it's going to be more direct. When I was playing the demo yesterday, I was reminded of Disco Elysium, but I also I've just not played a ton of adventure games recently. So I could just be a guy who's only ever seen Boss Baby watching another movie. This has some major Boss Baby vibes. .meme. Alright, so we're going to try that later, but first we're going to see if we can open up that hole in the wall with our crowbar. This is a sledgehammer job. I agree, but there's no mention of one in this book. Are you sure? I've read it 5 times already. I'll go back to reality and find one then. Oh, you know someone outside the book who has a sledgehammer? I mean, I can ask my neighbors. I'm not sure they'll be happy to see me, but... My last partner was always complaining they had no one to turn to in reality, that it was pointless to go there for help. That's kind of sad. Anyways, I'll be back soon, with the sledgehammer, I hope. Okay. Interesting. So now I have to go ask my neighbors for something. I'm guessing that Henry is going to be the person to go to. Excuse me, are you home? Silence. Knock again. Who's that knocking? I'm your neighbor. Would you mind opening the door? I need your help. Yeah, right. I'm no fool. Get out of here before I call the police. So many unsavory types hanging around these parts. I just wanted to ask you, do you happen to have a sledgehammer? A sledgehammer? Yes, there's this stubborn nail I can't hammer in. What kind of nail is it that you need a whole sledgehammer? It's a really big nail. Nothing but a sledgehammer will work. I just need it for a few hours. I promise I'll bring it back safe and sound. Damn, fine, let me go look. Chunk, chunk, chunk. Here, just don't break it. That's very convenient. But sure. Okay. Let me close that again, so people can't see me doing my crimes. Crimes, crimes, crimes. might get another 1 or 2 sections into this, and then I might just stop because I'm digging this. The hammer slips out of your hands a little, and your blow just glances off the wall. You sense a stare hitting you from the capsule around your neck. You don't want him to start laughing at you. Boom! You hit the wall more confidently this time. The blow smashes through the wall, widening the gap enough for you to squeeze through. Alchemy ingredient. Green salt. This looks like an alchemy ingredient. And here's some burnt papers. And that is it, apparently. Alright, so now we're going to go down and see if we might be able to use the crowbar on the hatch? Question mark? Hey. Okay, skeleton. More pieces of metal. Furnace. There's something in the furnace. It's a crystal. Stop it with the spoilers already. I want to find out for myself. Fine. Your arm definitely won't fit through the bars. Try using the crowbar. You poke the crowbar through and move it from side to side, but the crystal doesn't budge. Damn, I can't reach it. Try using ink. You let a drop of ink, of your blood, ink, fall onto the bars. This tiny portion of the world is now under your control. Are you sure it's a good idea to use ink with those shackles on? Ah! The shackles start burning you with cold, but you finish your work before they can do any damage. I can handle it for a little bit. You pull the bars apart with your bare hands. The bars now move easily, bending to your will, and I will take the crystal. I'll never believe it. There's a crystal in here. Isn't that something, Roderick? You grin, looking down at the cage. Huh? Roderick? I've decided to call you that. It has a nice ring to it. Excuse me? I have my own name, you know. But you said you don't remember it. I never said that. So you do know what your name is. It definitely had the letter H in it. Hugh? I'm not sure. I don't like the name Hugh. You're Roderick now. But maybe I would have been better off staying with my last partner. The dead one? The dead one. Crematorium. Uh-oh. Okay, so now this is the edge of the... It's real, but no spoilers. Fine. There's a door, some crates. More crates. Container filled with bullet casings. A note. Greg, I saw someone in the crematorium last night. Either a thief got in somehow, or one of the alchemist's immortality experiments worked. In any case, be careful. I will make this a little smaller, and I'm going to put it over here. And hopefully that will be easier to read what is popping up. Trash and pieces of metal, okay. What's up? You sensing something again? Yeah, whatever's up ahead is not pleasant. If you have anything you can use to heal yourself, I'd do that now. Got it. Heal myself with pieces of metal. Okay. I think that is... Yep, that's all of my health. And there's nothing else here. Small barrel. Let's see what's up ahead. Lower level storage. An old letter. All the stored jewels and food shall be given to Victoria of Broman, daughter of Esmond III, after no more than 3 days. Alchemy Master, Alexander of Mytia. Another critter. Multiple critters. Yikes. Alright, let's do that. That killed one of them immediately. And now we hit this one. Oh wow. So we're gonna drain this one to get ink back. drain it again, because now we get a lot of ink. And now we'll finish this off. That was several of them. We got some coins. That is that. Crates. Pile of ashes. Trash and plant. Okay. Well, we got some stuff. Okay, and I guess we go back this way now. I am, in fact, digging this. So, I think I will go back here, see if I can make anything else with the workshop, and then see if we can get the key. And then maybe... Okay, so we need one more tools to get pliers. And we can melt things down to make ink. Is this hot again? The key is in front of you, lying on a grate again. Taking it should be no problem at all. Do I even need this key? It opens the front door, which is the only way up. So, you need it. I feel like there must be some kind of catch. I'm not so sure about this. Gently rub your burned fingers through your glove. I can check in the text if you want. Are you sure it's cool now? I mean, it was hot so long ago. Ask for help. Alright, can you check just in case? Of course, I'd be glad to. You roll your eyes. Here it is. The key isn't hot. You should just be able to pick it up just fine. Great. As soon as your fingers close around the key, a wild howling echoes up from the depths of the jail. Your hand shakes, and the key, as if waiting for the opportunity, falls out of your grasp and down through the grate. Pah! Who the hell is that? It's better you don't know. Cool. I'm just gonna run away from that. And now we go this way. And I'm gonna go over here and maybe talk to the person. I can hear you walking around. Is that you again, you jerk? I'm not drinking any more of your crap. Come on, untie me already. Remove the bag. You sure that's a good idea? Why not? I think your appearance might scare him. Fine. Hi there. Who the hell are you? You're not the alchemist. Are you his assistant or something? I'll show you. Just untie my hands. Get ready for a new world of hurt. The prisoner tries to break out of his shackles, or more precisely, he pretends to try and break out of them. It seems like he's more afraid of you than you are of him. The alchemist is long gone. I'm here on my own business. What other business is there? Why don't you just set me free, huh? Why is your t-shirt full of holes? That asshole shot me. The alchemist? Yeah, the alchemist. He was going on and on about all this weird stuff. He talked like he was from the Dark Ages or something. I couldn't understand most of what he said. So what did he do to you? He gave me some nasty drink. It tastes like... Ever tried Orange Bowl registered trademark? Yes. Well, it tasted a lot like that. Was that product placement just now? Did they get paid to put that in the book? Come on, focus. Anyway, he forced that potion down my throat, and then he shot me. I've never felt pain. I've never felt pain like that before. It was my whole body was... He shot you with 47 caliber bullets, but you're still alive. Guess that never occurred to me. A Division t-shirt full of bullet holes. What does that tell us? If that's a band, I've never heard of them. Forget the band logo. The holes. The shirt's full of holes. They tested the potion of immortality on him? Finally. Come on, untie me already. Where are you going? Don't leave me here. Alright, I'm gonna remove the bag because we're playing the demo. And I'm curious. Just don't panic. Oh my god, what the hell are you? I warned you. Hey now, come on. I'm human like you. Just, well, almost. Are you an alien? No, I'm a writer, but that's not important right now. Don't distract me. How did you end up here? What do you think? Someone kidnapped me. What's the last thing you remember? I was at a bar. The cathedral? You know it? No. The owners paid a hell of a lot to have the guys from Reversey recreate St. Bernard's Cathedral. Nowadays, every jackass with cash wants to recreate something. The prices here there make your eyes water, but how many chances do you get to drink in a cathedral that hasn't existed for 1,000 years? Were you with anyone? Yeah, at first, and then some guy came and sat with me. The alchemist? Nah, probably someone working for him. Said he was a scientist from some college or something. I don't know. That's all I remember. Then I woke up here. Where are you going? Don't leave me here! The ladder can only be lowered from above. Okay. Sorry, this character is a thief. This is the exit. Locked too, of course. Try using the lockpick. You hear a crunching sound. Yikes, maybe you should stop. You continue probing at the lock. The crunching sound gets louder. Suddenly, you realize the lockpick you're holding is now half a lockpick. I see how it is. I didn't get the key. No. Am I soft locked? Like, how do I get down to the key? Well, this might be where I stop, because I might be stuck. So I'm gonna go, I guess, down to the boiler again. And make sure that I didn't miss anything. There's the key. You see the key lying on the solid stone floor. There's no grate for it to fall through this time. Something feels off. From here on out, I trust no one. Not you with your little book or anyone else. Pick up the key. You take a deep breath. Slowly but carefully, you pick up the key from the floor. You suddenly turn your head, looking all around for signs of disturbance. The room is still and silent. You finally have the key. It's covered in ashes and quite cold to the touch. Well, you can never be too careful, right? And most importantly, we can open the front door now. Okay, not soft locked. All right. Still a dead person. Take out the key. The key fits the lock perfectly. About time. Now there's an exit and a door. Jail storage room. None of these barrel. There's a barrel. The barrel's labeled supplies and ingredients for Alexander of Metia's lab. It's empty. Okay. Blocked passage. Human skeleton. You can feel wind blowing through the cracks between the bricks. Looks like someone walled off the entrance to the lab from the inside. Pieces of metal, good. Alright, I'm gonna go back the other way before I try to sledgehammer. Hey, alchemy stuff. Uh-oh. Okay. Ah, look at that wall. So where's the alchemist? You see that hole in the wall? He left the jail while you were playing around with the key. He's on page 84 now. Damn. You should probably hurry, or there might not be any potion left for you to deliver. What, is he planning to drink it? You told me no spoilers. Alright. But what if I make a potion of immortality with all the goop that I have? You see an alchemy cauldron. There are various containers and books scattered around it. Judging by the spell, the last person to use this cauldron was making a highly corrosive acid. Read the alchemy recipe book. Guide to making acid. Green salt plus blue sulfur plus red lead. Order unknown. Read the other notes. Notes on salt. Notes on sulfur. Notes on lead. So this is probably the way that I'm getting the information on how to make the acid. And What else is here? Bed. Laptop. Do you know how to work this? I've come across them in books before. They're not complicated. Examine the desktop. Ancient portrait of a woman. Okay. Browser. There are only 2 tabs open. Couldn't be me. Bremen burial sites, 12th century. Grave of Victoria Breminski. Ah. Trying to reunite with his lover. Search history. Okay. But I cannot go through that. Okay. And so that's the ladder down. Okay, try to make acid. Check the notes. Notes on salt. Never start with salt and never end with salt. Okay. Lead before sulfur means you'll suffer. Okay, so that means we do... let's see. Lead before sulfur. Okay, leave. So, sulfur. So, sulfur, salt, lead. We made acid. Nicely done. Yeah, thanks. Okay, well, I guess if we can't go out this way, then we should use the sledgehammer and go out the other way. Sledgehammer. You raise the hammer, wind up, and swing it into the bricks. Alright. Check for loot. An old note. Alexander of Mytia, the royal alchemist, has committed a brazen crime. The scoundrel brewed up a potion for the king that he promised would grant him immortality, but it was in fact poison. I declare that the alchemist shall be beheaded, and his diabolical lair shall be walled up. Advisor to the late King Esmond III. Blocked staircase. The passage is blocked. Okay, we can go assembly area. Okay, and now we can leave here. Oh, tools. Oh, jeez. Way to overcome your fear of spiders. Fighting against... I told you, I'm not afraid of spiders. You notice that your hands have stopped shaking. Well, in any case, now I'm definitely not afraid of them. Where do we go now? That metal door over there. But tools. There's tools here. Okay. Pile of ashes. Pile of ashes. Ooh, a ring. And blueprints. Plan for rebuilding the jail. Okay, let's look at this. What about, stuff. A ring. Forgotten symbol of an oath or status. This door leads outside. There isn't even a lock or anything. How am I supposed to open it? It only opens from the other side. They had no intention of letting the alchemist leave. Try using the crowbar. Oh, splash acid on the door. A caustic smell fills the air. The papers on your hand slowly shrivel and curl up. Well, if it worked for the alchemist, it'll work for us. Pour the potion on the door. You splash the contents of the flask over the door. Layer after layer of metal starts sloughing off and dripping onto the floor. Impressive. Now let's get out of here before we're swimming in this acid. Okay, but... Did I just hear gunshots? Yes, and they were close. Hurry! Research Institute hallway. Okay, that's a good place to leave this off. I dig this. I think I will probably pick it up. I will check reviews when it's coming out to make sure that it doesn't like painfully nosedive. But otherwise, I think that I will be playing this game. So this was the Bookwalker, Thief of Tales. And now I'm going to go back to here real quick while I quit this and then queue up another demo. I have the Wizard with a Gun demo, but I also realized that there is a demo for the game En Garde, which I think is even more my stuff and has not been getting maybe as much attention. So we're going to do that one next. But first, I am going to take a quick break. And I will encourage you to take a break as well, to drink some water, have a snack, move around, check in with your people, whatever it is you need to do. And then we will be back with the demo for En Garde. Back in a minute. Hello, I'm back. However, En Garde is, quote, performing first-time setup, installing Microsoft VC distributable, step 2 of 2. So that's why we're here on this just chatting screen and not in the game yet. Excuse me. So we've been having varying degrees of summer here. It was rainy this morning, which means a sad dog. Okay, now we're in, so Fireplace games. En Garde plays better with a gamepad. I don't have a gamepad near me. Let me check. Maybe I do. It's a gamepad. Okay. Let me see if I can connect this. Because the cable I have is really short and I couldn't use it to play. Okay. This one should work. Okay. Play demo. A short tale to learn the game basics. Well, the gamepad may not work. I'm pressing the button. Do I need to press and hold? Settings. A is select. I have done that thing. Select a difficulty. Sure, medium. Okay, maybe now I can put this in and it'll work. Sometimes it's better to stun or escape from a stronger enemy to take care of them later.
People say I'm a troublemaker, but it runs in the family. That day, my brother woke me up early in the morning.
Adaria, Marita, get up! A handsomely mysterious masked gentleman has run off with your sword!
Really? Where did he go? I'll catch up to him.
No, he was too agile and, ooh, so acrobatic.
No challenge can stand up to Adalia de Volador.
Okay, this is cute and silly so far. Red attacks must be dodged, blue attacks must be parried, and white ones can be either dodged or
There's only
parried.
one way he could have gone.
Okay. Twin stick. Controls. Jump.
Yappa!
That's a kick. Okay.
You
L
there!
is
Hand over my
run.
sword, and let's settle this with a duel. Wait! You look familiar somehow.
I'm not who you think I am, Volador, but perhaps you have heard of me.
El Vigilante.
For I am El Vigilante, the most daring warrior of justice. Be it true what they say, that thou hast vowed to protect this city from the wicked Count Duke and his minions?
Okay. Count Duke? I'm getting a sense of the vibe here.
Then prove to me that you are equal to the task. Complete my trials, and if you succeed, not only shall I return thy sword, I shall allow you to join me as my devoted sidekick. Together, we will fight the Count Duke, and justice shall prevail against infamy.
My, such a lot of big talk for someone I've never heard of, El Vigilante. But I will gladly face these trials of yours, for I will emerge victorious.
Victorious, you say?
Oh, this is cute. Platforming.
I did that on purpose. I needed to cool off. Ha! Oh, brother.
Adaria, El Vigilante just jumped over that roof. In the most elegant and artful manner, I'd say.
We'll see how elegant and artful he is once I'm done with him.
All right, well, just don't mess up his face, yeah?
Okay. Find the vigilante. Ah, okay. So run up, jump, and jump.
Welcome to your first trial.
There's my sword. Even if the city was safe, I'd feel naked. Here you are, my faithful.
Okay, you automatically target enemies close to you. To change targets, use L and attack X. You can exit targeting by sprinting. Exit.
Friend.
What use is a sword if it merely hangs from your waist? How am I to know that you are a real...
You, Vigilante! Why don't you climb down and show me your swordsmanship? Oh, look! Another practice dummy.
Aye, hold your tongue. Or, taste my sword.
Ha! You better watch out. I've just been training. See you later!
I guess I'm supposed to just go back and then
Alright,
learn
one
how to
more
parry
round.
and dodge later. Okay, parry with Y. This will allow you to riposte. Okay, so parry instantly does the riposte. Find el vigilante. And run. Do 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 do.
Ah, if it isn't the city guard. Or should I say, the Count Duke's private army of goons.
Well, there's a wanted sign for the vigilante. That's kind of like
What's
fame.
all this ruckus? The Count Duke has forbidden dueling within the city walls.
That just means it takes twice as much courage. On guard!
Okay. Use attacks and parries to reduce the soldier's guard. Beware of his counterattacks. You must parry each of their consecutive attacks before you can riposte.
You, Senora, are a serial offender.
Thank you. Ha!
No, never rest. You're coming with us.
Saw it coming.
Okay. Not
Oh, I think I see the light.
most involved dueling system, but we'll probably get some more stuff there.
Where have you to face me? Say hi to my visitor.
Okay, so we're gonna do this and
Ay,
jump.
caramba.
Can we jump onto that? No. We can jump onto that. And then over to here. And then over to here. Ta-da! There's a guard.
Hola, señores. Hey! Touché!
Okay. And here's a fountain, which I can't do anything. And we'll go
I'm
over here.
always telling people that's illegal. They never listen.
I see a shiny over here.
Ándale! You're on the wrong side of this.
Looks like a culinary debate over paella has been going on here. Wait, what? Chorizo? I've never been one for adhering to recipes, but this is where I draw the line.
Dale!
guess we go this way. We have the purple with the trail.
Is this what I think it is?
There is more to what we do than mere swordplay. Show me how resourceful you are.
All right, I
So
got
we're
it.
kicking stuff into somebody.
Dante, are you afraid of facing me directly?
No, it's just not the right time or place. Soon, though.
You can't escape!
B to dodge. They defend each other using red attacks that you must dodge.
You're outnumbered!
But not outmatched. Oye, vigilante! Don't you see I'm outnumbered? Let's lend a hand.
It just so happens I have the perfect.
Use your environment.
You missed all of them.
And you're missing the point of this exercise. Show me how you use your environment when you're overwhelmed by foes.
You'll pay for the damages!
You were saying? I think I handled that pretty well. You could have at least
Okay.
opened the gate the whole
Double
way.
B to
Just
roll.
surrender it.
I think I had too much wine.
Chicken. Very empty streets.
Shall we begin? Not bad. Now face.
Wow, you're still stunned? Okay. Throwing stuff is very useful. Notice to all traders and merchants. Today is a mandatory holiday to celebrate the birth of our beloved new mayor. All shops and markets must close for the day. Well, that would explain why there's nobody around. Please take heed of this announcement, and as any violations will be met with swift and severe punishment. We thank you for your cooperation and wish you all a pleasant day off. Signed, the Count Duke's office. And let's see. I guess I'm going this way. Hit. Love to swing on ropes.
Ah,
It's the
yes,
favorite
more
thing for
guards. I
swashbuckling.
suppose word must have got out, but you can do this, Adalia.
Capture the lady first, then nab that jester.
Use your environment. Stunned enemies will be unable to act for a long time. Some actions will also surprise enemies, which stops them for a short time.
I am a local folk hero of great renown.
If I lose, I leave my mustache. Keep your focus! That's the bite of the law!
Hey, retreat.
Careful! She's trying to take us! Ha! You dare attack the law! Don't stop fighting! No respect for the law!
And just look.
Where were we supposed to send her to?
Okay. Well, it definitely gets trickier.
They
Good.
wouldn't defeat me that easily.
No. It didn't happen like that. Okay, so not the most
It's
tools
over!
to
You
use,
there!
but still
Just
some
my-
tools. Yep.
Name is Adalia the
I know you shouldn't.
Stand back. For now.
Angal! The bed! I'll get you. Today is a good day.
Let your guard down. Try me, I say. It's been great seeing you.
The Count Duke will reward us handsomely.
All right, so I think I'll get through this
Of course,
fight, and
I let them think I was defeated.
if I have a hard time beating this fight, then we might just call it there. But I think I can probably do
I
it.
must have alerted the How could you even think you'd defeat?
you
There's a little
pointing
bit
at-
of camera wonkiness here.
What, at me?
No tonto, I'm making pinchitos.
You think that's funny?
Yeah, come on. Their ability to
Wait! Learn the mouse. I'm not sure what I expected.
like the kind of Arkham,
I bet you can't do that twice.
the Arkham game style
You're
stuff
afraid to
where
fight this big
you
alo?
can just move all across the whole screen is a little bit tricky.
Are you ready?
Criminal.
My turn to parry?
I bet I
Is
can
this still
still
one of
beat
your
her.
trials, or...?
Yes, it absolutely is. And you're doing very well.
I wouldn't want to be in your...
Ah, that was very impressive. Now follow me, unless you're too tired.
Aren't you tired of running away?
Okay. Keep an eye on the enemy's fatigue gauges to know which ones are almost weakened. Thing. Gentlemen, for your bribe to be paid in full, wait by the docks for a dashing young woman in a feathered hat to kick you into the water. Don't ask any other questions. Signed, El Vigilante.
So, this must be another trial.
Go on. I've been paid handsomely to do this.
Don't you people have anything better to do?
You bet. This is easy money. I lost a bet.
Sorry to hear that. Send my regards to the Count Duke.
Okay.
When injustice becomes law, resistance becomes duty.
Oh, looks like we've got to do some sequential jumping. And kick.
Am I an outlaw? Well, at least I'm wanted.
Kicking enemies. Some enemies will resist your kicks, but you can kick them while they're surprised or stunned.
You're supposed to kick us into the water? Ha! Good luck with that.
Pardon the affront I'm about
You're
to
not
commit.
getting me in that water. I just had my mustache waxed. You just made me lose a bet.
You're going to strain yourself.
Okay.
Don't mess with me. I have an arse.
Push an enemy into
Thanks for
weapon
the
rack.
tip.
Got it. So, knockback, very important.
Bit of classic.
Okay, those are bouncy.
Where is she going?
What are you doing there?
You owe me one.
Whoa!
Can't you even parry? How did she do that?
Time for bouncing.
I can be a gentleman, or I can be a beast.
So he's just going to lead me through an entire garrison of guards? His brain must have dried up. Has he lost his mind?
Push an enemy into water.
I'll
Push an enemy
surprise
into
them.
weapon rack.
Surrender!
I never stop fighting!
Yeah, come here.
On guard!
Come here by this weapon rack.
Too slow! Sally! Come on now.
Is that all you've got? Just a moment. We're not done here. Ha!
How rude!
Hey.
Careful with that.
What was that for?
There we go.
I'm sure they can swim.
Barely.
Not work every time. Now it's a fair fight.
Don't mind me. I'm taking a break.
I knew you'd do that.
Have I seen double?
The other one didn't count for the waters for some reason.
Did you intend to, miss her?
Here's for you. Go with the flow.
There we go. Alright, so environmental attacks, much more powerful than just slashy slashy.
I think my allergies are starting to act up. How does my face look?
We didn't have enough time to warm up.
And then we get all this purple to guide us.
You don't stand a chance.
More
She's
soldiers.
already defeated.
She did what?
Ay, vigilante. Did you have to tell them?
Not very noble of you.
I see. That's one better.
You deserve that. It's just one fencer. Don't panic.
If you surrender, I'll let you
Can
go.
I kick you into
Ole!
the...
Don't strain your pretty arms.
Escucha, amigo. I'm all for beating up the country's goons. But if you keep this up, we'll have all of his soldiers on our back, and I'll be the one who has to fight them off.
Yeah, but think of the...
Dahlia probably needs a Snickers now. She has been doing a lot of fencing. Why do you have to escape? A lot of really empty spaces here. I suppose they don't want civilians getting hurt, but...
Now that's what I want.
You know what you're doing. I'll give you that.
Then go, never rest.
I got her. I'm the best.
Oh, my days! What a mess!
But how's your footwork? Oh, am I?
Does that one more time. You're not getting away with this.
I wasted my compliments on you. Ole! Adios. Maybe next time.
Hell yeah.
Your face!
Love to throw... love to throw baskets with wine on top of people.
Action. You'll never learn.
I got more where that came from. You left me time to recover.
Camera boss.
Now we're even.
And that was just another basket. Exit the arena. It's this way. Well, this is cute. I'm curious what
I
other...
wonder how much trouble El Vigilante can get himself into on his own.
other wrinkles in scenarios there could be.
Oh, there you are. I thought you were coming out from the other side, and I put some decoration for you and everything, but really, it's fine. And now it is time for the final trial. Prepare to finally face El Vigilante, the poet of valor and his verses of steel.
Steel yourself versus my valor poet, and face your trials finale.
Remember, your brother gave you strict instructions not to harm me.
Aye, I could tell you two are very close.
Not as close as your defeats, Senora.
Left button and X to perform a powerful sword strike, which breaks the enemy's guard instantly.
See you next time!
Don't leave me time to refund.
Okay, so you need to gain focus, able to use the super strike.
Did it look good? No wonder they call you the mischievous Matan. Get back in there!
I'm on the roll! You just have to try harder! I never stop fighting! Not bad, but I know something you don't.
And what is that?
I'm not right-handed.
You what? Oh my! You're just...
It's an appreciated Princess Bride callback here.
I practiced that always!
Now for my special trick.
You're stalling!
Can I kick the whole table at them? Hell yeah!
Whoa, what you doing?
She's using the environment!
Your next move, Anaria? Good work!
Why can't I parry any of that?
How about this?
This is... what? What's happening now?
Watch your step.
Okay. It was just stuck at that step.
Vientos. Think you can handle it?
Okay.
Your brother will be so proud of how you fought today.
Well, my brother should tell his vigilante friend not to go mistaking recklessness for heroism. He can take it from me. I'm the perfect example when it comes to committing that error.
Ay de me. You're right. I'm a disaster, aren't I?
You are, Manito, but you should never be afraid of losing. Losing is how you learn to win.
And that's probably the end of the demo. Okay. Thank you, dearest players of the demo. We owe you a debt of gratitude. Your presence and valor have brought life to our creation. We hope your tales of triumphs fill you with joy. You are the heroes who inspire us to dream, and for that we are forever grateful. Make sure that you have played both the story demo as well as the arena challenge. The game will release soon. You can wishlist it now. Panashfully, Fireplace Games. Panashfully. Well, that is fun. I will also take a look at what this full game, like how it reviews. If it's like I don't expect that this is going to be like a $60 full-length game, comparable to like a big AAA game, but if there's some interesting story bits and fun battle arenas and enemies that do different types of things and maybe some other special moves, this could be a fun time. It's definitely got personality. The environmental design is fun. Not having civilians around makes it a little bit like, okay, we're in just corridors, but it's probably a smaller team, smaller scope, focus. The things that they are intentionally trying to do, it does pretty well, and so I dig that. One of the things that is great about the video game environment we have now is that even with all of the consolidation that's happening, there are small teams and independent creators, teaming up together, figuring out what specific thing they want to do. Okay, we want to do this thing with this vibe, and they put their energy and their attention there, and they clearly signal that in how they talk about the game and how they present it, so that watching that, the kind of first teaser video for En Garde, I pretty much had a sense of what the game was going to be right away. I didn't get as much the sense of comedy, the Count Duke and things like that, and so that's pretty cool. But I could pretty happily string together indie games across most of the year and be a really happy player and only play one or two like bigger AAA kinds of games, and that's how I've lived my video gaming life for the most part over the last few years. I play and appreciate stuff like Final Fantasy VII Remake or Spider-Man Miles Morales or something like that, but when I can find something like a Citizen Sleeper or a Slay the Spire or Potionomics, then that is really fun. And a lot of these are things that are high enough profile that they then got on these larger stages. Like, would I have found out about En Garde without it being on one of those presentations? I don't know that I would have. And I followed Waypoint, and the folks at Waypoint have now moved on to make Remap, and the games that they all are interested in then inform what I find out about and what I'm likely to play. So I'll be curious to see whether any of either of these games end up on that team's radar. I expect that Bookwalker may, En Garde maybe not. So it's very fun to have demos. I really appreciate that we're back into an environment where more studios are seeing that it's worthwhile to them to make a demo as its own thing, because a lot of times making the demo, you're doing work that can really only be on the demo, even if you're taking a chunk. This is like a tutorial section, right? But then there's some other work to make an individual demo be a thing that stands on its own. But now, having played the demo of both of these games, I'm way more likely to give them a serious look for when they come out, and that's really cool. So I'm going to take this gamepad and unplug it, because now I'm going to say farewell for the day and go back to working on some other things, because I find myself with a delightfully full plate with some cool projects. So I want to say thank you to Triffity Mats and to QCG Aaron and everyone else who hung out and watched during the stream as we checked out some demos. If you are a TTRPG fan, you can find my recent streams about GMing story-focused games and like story narrative-focused games, and my walkthrough of the Candela Obscura Quick Start recently in stuff on YouTube, and then I've been playing Darkest Dungeon 2. So that is all of that, and if you like what I do here, you can check out my Patreon at patreon.com/MichaelRUnderwood. The Patreon there supports my streaming as well as my writing overall. You can get essays and videos and a bunch of other stuff there. But if you would rather hang out on Twitch and you feel like following the channel, that is fantastic, and I'm very grateful to that. Thank you to the folks for watching live, and to anybody who is catching this on video on demand or YouTube later on. Thank you. I will be back on Friday with something. And